Inside the Ottoman Harem, truth or just tales? Behind the golden gates and marble walls of the Ottoman Palace, a hidden world existed, whispered about for centuries but truly known by few. It was a world of breathtaking beauty and unbearable pain, where hundreds of women lived not just as concubines, but as prisoners of dreams, ambition, and fear. But what was real? And what was legend? Did the sultans truly live in endless pleasure? Were the women only silent shadows? Or were they powerful players in a game of survival? In this video, we step inside the heart of the Ottoman harem, to uncover the truth behind the tales, and to give voice to the forgotten souls who lived, loved, and sometimes lost everything within its walls. The Ottoman harem has long been a subject of controversy and legend, with stories depicting life inside as a world of absolute debauchery and vice. Between narratives that confirm this perception and others that deny it as mere anti-Ottoman propaganda, the question remains, was the harem a place of unrestrained indulgence, or was it a complex institution with political and social dimensions? In this article, we explore the facts and exaggerations surrounding the harem, mentioning the sultans whose names have been linked to these claims. The harem system became more defined during the reign of Sultan Mehmed the Conqueror, 1451 to 1481, who established strict rules to regulate it. The harem was a part of the Topkapi Palace and later expanded into other palaces like Dolmabahce. Despite the common perception of it being a place of indulgence, the harem was also a political institution where Ottoman women wielded significant influence, especially during the Sultanate of Women era, which began with Nurbanu Sultan, the wife of Selim II, 1566 to 1574. Some sultans were rumored to have indulged excessively in the pleasures of the harem, such as Sultan Ibrahim I, 1640 to 1648, who was said to have ordered a milk-filled bath for his concubines. However, many historians believe these stories were exaggerated by European rivals seeking to discredit the Ottomans. In contrast, records show that some sultans, like Murad IV, 1623 to 1640, imposed strict control over palace life, even banning alcohol and smoking among state officials. One of the controversial claims about the harem is that erotic poetry was inscribed on its walls to entice concubines. However, Ottoman records indicate that poetry was an integral part of the High Ottoman culture, and many sultans were accomplished poets, such as Sultan Suleiman the Magnificent, 1520 to 1566, who wrote romantic poetry for his wife, Harem Sultan. If provocative poems existed, they were likely a reflection of the era's literary culture rather than evidence of debauchery. The harem was not merely a pleasure house but a center of power where sultanas and concubines played significant roles in politics. An example is Kosum Sultan, who dominated the state during the reign of her son, Murad IV, and later her grandson, Ibrahim I. Women were not passive recipients of indulgence but active participants in governance, refuting the notion that the harem was solely a place of vice. Eunuchs played a crucial role in managing the harem, overseeing security and administration. Some amassed great wealth, such as those serving during Sultan Abdulhamid II's reign, 1876 to 1909, controlling the wealth of sultanas and princesses. However, not all eunuchs exploited their positions, some were merely bureaucratic officials, though instances of corruption were documented. Despite increasing rumors about corruption within the Ottoman palaces, some sultans attempted to introduce reforms. Sultan Abdulhamid II imposed restrictions on harem life, reduced the number of concubines, and introduced an internal education system for them. These reforms indicate that the stereotypical image of continued corruption in the harem until the end of the Ottoman Empire is not entirely accurate. Despite exaggerations, it is undeniable that immoral practices occurred during certain periods, as in any ancient royal court. However, reducing the Ottoman harem to mere debauchery ignores its other roles. It was a place of culture, education, and political influence, not just a hall of pleasures as some Western narratives portray. Between reality and myth, the Ottoman harem was a complex institution that combined luxury, power, and occasional exploitation. Some sultans were known for their indulgence, but they were the exception rather than the rule. The harem remains an enigmatic part of Ottoman history, where truth and legend intertwine.